What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel once again, and today we're finally here to talk about the silver edition of the SHRD protein cream and to talk about how well it stacks up against the $80 gold edition that we talked about a few weeks ago. So yeah, we took a look at the Gold Deluxe Edition protein cream from SHRD a couple of weeks ago. And ever since I did that video, I've had a lot of requests like, you gotta tell us about the silver edition. Is it just as good? Because this stuff is amazing, but not everybody wants to blow $80 on a hair product. And I'm calling it the silver edition. It's not really called that. It's just called the regular, it's just called protein cream, but it does come in a silver box. And this one is like $23. So this is definitely a much more affordable protein cream. So I'm sorry that this video took as long as it did to get this out here so we can compare and contrast these two. So let's not waste any time and let's jump right into things. So as far as packaging, as we already mentioned and saw, this one does come in this silver box. It's, you know, basically same type of instructions around the outside and everything. Inside the box, it is the same size jar as the gold one. So it's 2.71 ounces or 80 milliliters. And as far as the pricing, which we already kind of glossed over, the gold one was 80 bucks and this one clocks in right around $23 US. Now, I want to quickly talk a little bit about the ingredients first and the main differences between the regular one and the gold one. So they both have their silk protein complex. That's like the whole thing of the protein cream. The main differences are that the gold one also has obviously gold leaf in it, and also has some seawater extract and some extra vitamins and minerals that are not in this one. So what this one does still have, it's got some dimethicone in it, so smoothing for the hair. Of course, as their name implies, the RD is for rosemary and D-panthenol. So this does have that rosemary oil and the panthenol in it as well. Silk amino acids as well as helianthus anus seed oil. Now, once again, this is the same as with the other one. This does have a paraben preservative in it, so if that's something that you care about, I don't, but if you do, just be aware that it's in there. Now, for everybody's favorite category of scent, Jesus, it's time to nose in. Flowery. Yeah, so this one, I mean, to me, it just smells straight up like rose. So it's very floral. If you're into that, great. For me, not my favorite scent. The scent on the gold one, oh, that one fucks me up. I mean, that was like that honeydew, just really wonderful, delicious salon scent. So this one is a little bit too floral for me. But with that being said, it is pretty lightweight, and once you've blow dried it in, the scent dissipates immediately. So you're not going to be smelling it all day. So with that, let's get right into the demo footage. We'll take a quick look inside the jar first. So the product itself does bear, you know, a very close resemblance to the gold one, aside from the color. It does have that same like weightless, I mean, it feels silky, and it's got silk in it, but it feels like you're scooping out a cloud, and when you get it into your hands, it literally just feels like silk, and it's very slick and smooth, and it goes into the hair absolutely effortlessly. So this is something that, you know, you should apply into damp hair before blow drying. It does also say that you can apply more after blow drying, or if you're using any other kind of thermal tools. But so for this demo here, we're starting out with freshly washed, towel dried hair and going in with a small amount of this. And then I work it through with a comb just to make sure everything is nice and evenly distributed. Then all that's left to do is blow dry a bitch. And here are the final results. Silky smooth. Yeah, I would say the results are quite similar to the gold one. My hair feels super lightweight. It feels very hydrated and, as you might guess, silky, and it feels great. It's got a nice natural shine to it. It's bouncy, and it's been prepped. It's ready for my final styling product. And yeah, as far as comparing it with the gold one, they do feel pretty similar. I feel like the gold one maybe feels more hydrating and has a little bit more of like a a lasting effect to it, whereas this one maybe, you know, it'll last you all day, but then once you wash it out, you won't necessarily maybe feel the lasting effects as much as you would with the Gold Deluxe one. So obviously there's no endurance test here. I mean, this is essentially a pre-styler, but what I can say is that having this in your hair, either by itself or as a pre-styler, it kept my hair feeling nice and soft and smooth all day without ever getting greasy or weighed down or like strandy texture or anything. It looked nice all day and it felt weightless. So that's pretty much it. Short and sweet. Final thoughts on this one. It's great. Yeah, it's definitely a nice, like, basically affordable version of the Gold one. You might not get quite the same, you know, lasting effects of it, but this is still really, really wonderful. It makes your hair feel great. I do wish it had the same scent as the Gold one. I am a little bit bummed out about that, but as I mentioned, it doesn't last very long anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. It just doesn't fuck me up. But yeah, if you wanted to try the Gold protein cream, but just didn't want to swing that $80, not to worry. I definitely recommend you try out the regular version. It's definitely still worth a try, and it'll feel very similar to the Gold one. So that wraps things up for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Please do stay tuned. I've got lots of content coming. Next up, I'm doing a first impressions of the Morris Motley matte styling balm that I've had many, many requests for. And then we've got, I don't know, I just have so much stuff coming up. I've got some new shoes to look at from Oliver Cabell. We've got just a myriad of other styling products to get to. So if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one.